Hey, sorry about that. I got to make another damn video for this because, well, the one was taking so damn long, but also it just kind of cut out on me. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I start getting my yapper flapping over here about, the rest of the things that I want to bring up about Resident Evil. Just making sure that the stream doesn't cut out. I don't know if it was on my end or YouTube's end or whose end. I don't know. But okay, I think we might be good to go. So, first off, I get fucking terrified over here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab this now. Isn't this terrifying? Isn't it terrifying?
Slip out before dinner was done?
Don't grab me, Jack. Don't you grab me, fucker. Okay, good. God, that part still scares the fuck out of me. I swear to God it does. Alright, so let's see our next thing that we want to talk about here. So yeah, it's not the best story, but the Bakers definitely steal the show. So there's that. Let's move on to the next thing. Unlockables and game modes, or mode. Unlockables, first off, there's plenty of them. I like that. You got the Albert O&R gun. I think that's what it's called. You got the X-ray glass. I can actually show you in here. There's plenty of stuff. I don't remember how the hell I acquired them. I just know I had to, find stuff, beat the game on certain difficulty, shit like that, okay? So, beat Madhouse mode, stuff like that. So, like, yeah, you get the Albert O&R. This thing, Secret of Defense, it beefs up your defense. Infinite ammo, beat the game on Madhouse, that one I know. Walking shoes are fucking practically useless. The circular saw, X-ray glasses. You get some pretty nice stuff here. Yeah, so clearly this gives the game a very high replay value, which is fucking phenomenal. Absolutely. The only thing I have to say, though, is that the weapon that they give you, the unlockable weapon that you can pretty much just go with you to any other game mode, kind of sucks. In comparison, okay, let me finish. In comparison to other Resident Evil titles, like you were getting the infinite rocket launcher and fucking the Chicago typewriter and 4, fucking machine gun. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, and I thought my broadcast stopped, man. I was about to have a fit. Come on, answer the fucking phone, Jesus. So, yeah, really, when you're just getting a handgun for the unlockable weapon in here, it's kind of lame. But, I mean, hey, at least you get infinite ammo. If anything, they should have just threw, like, the grenade launcher in there at the beginning for you or something like that. That would have been cool. But, unfortunately, they kind of missed the mark on that. Let's also talk about game modes. Well, there's Madhouse, and that's it. You get Madhouse, at least for now. They are coming out. Yeah, I know, they're coming out with Not a Hero DLC. I know. Don't fucking jump on me. It was supposed to come out in the spring, but apparently they pushed it back. As to why, I don't know. I guess because they wanted to fucking get their banned footage DLC nice and sold first before, they had people doing the fucking, the Not a Hero stuff. So, whatever. I think you gotta press that to activate the cop. So, gee, thanks, Capcom, but whatever. It's coming. It's coming. I don't know when, but as the making of this video, it's not here yet. And the Not a Hero DLC is, well, it's not a here. Okay. But yeah, there's no other game modes, which is kind of a fucking total missed opportunity, especially when you got, different game modes in other Resident Evils. I mean, at least for now, they did give you Madhouse, yes, but that's just a higher difficulty, and honestly, they really don't change up things too much besides ramping up the difficulty. There's very, very minor things that are different with the game. There's item location is different, enemies hit harder, enemies have more health, enemies are quicker, shit like that, but it's not fucking mind-blowing, different. It's basically just hard mode, really. You know, I mean, can you really even call it a game mode? Not really. I mean, it is hard mode because when you think about it, that's it. When you're selecting the difficulty, that it's on there, it's on that screen. It's just, so is that even really a game mode? Technically, yeah, it is, but it's not the type of game mode that I'm referring to, like Leech Hunter from 0 or the Mercenaries from 3, 4, 5, and 6. You know, shit like that. So seems like a fucking fuck up right there. There's no mercenary game mode, no rush mode, no survival. Well, this is survival horror, but you know the type of survival I mean. Take out some waves. I don't know, something. Give us something else. That's all I'm fucking asking for, man. And they are going to give us something for free, and for some reason Capcom just needs to fucking spout that out too. Like, hey, we're giving this to you for free. And literally, it says it on the fucking Not a Hero deal, like free additional content. It says, like, it shouldn't have to be announced. You guys should just be fucking, you know. This should just be a normal thing. We've been used to this before, getting different modes to have us keep playing the game, keep talking about the game, you know, replay value. Nowadays, they just want to compensate with fucking DLC, and it gets ruined because it's just a money-hungry intentions that are quite obvious. I mean, they're just down to the point where they don't even care. They don't even try to hide it anymore. It's just like, yeah, we're fucking greedy, so what? You know? Jesus. I think I can get him in here. I think I fucked him up enough. You need to relax, Jack. Fucking need me. Come on already. I filleted this fucker up, dude. You gonna get in that car or what? Man, I got him to get in the car so fast on my speed run, thank God. But man, he just wasn't fucking having it. Come on, Jackie boy, go down. Alright, we good. We goody. It's all gonna be automatic from here. I gotta grab that cop's gun though too, I know that. Or else shit ain't gonna really be popping off. This is really funny. Dude, did he really beat me this severely? Am I really that fucking hurt right now? Excuse me. Alright, come on, get up so I can continue my fucking bantering. I just want to heal myself really quick, to be quite honest with you. Oh, I don't even have a heal. Well, that's nice. Alright, Jackie boy. Come on, let's fucking... This is so distracting, I don't want to talk during it, but I was too lazy to actually edit actual video to kind of show what I'm talking about, because it's just going to fucking take forever, as you can see. So again, let's grab this. Alright, so we're back. Now, what the hell are we saying here? I got my little notes right here on my phone. So, yeah, anyways, going back to the whole DLC thing, it's a total missed opportunity, because, you know, they're money-hungry intentions. That kind of sucks. Now let's talk about some of the phases of the game. Well, right now, phase 1, I like to break this game down into 5 phases, I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. And this is the Jack phase of our game, of Resident Evil 7. And the Jack phase of the game is... I felt it's really, really good. It sets the tone. It's flawless. It's just, it really does a good job of sucking the player in and grabbing your attention. Very well done. The Marguerite phase, it's pretty good too, but it's not as good as Jack's. It just isn't. And pretty much from this point on, to this standpoint, Jack isn't going to... Nothing is going to top the Jack phase of the game. I'll tell you that right now. It's the best part of the game. Is in the beginning. It never gets any better than that. You know, as far as scares go, and you know, fucking just the creep factor, just the whole thing. You know, it's all about Jack at this point, I'm afraid to say. What else? Let's go and grab the pendulum. Pendulum. Where is it? Let's see. So then there's a Marguerite phase, like I was saying, and the Marguerite phase is, I mean, it's. Don't get me wrong, it's good. It's interesting. You know, you move around in this old fucking house that she's part of like this like little like cabin type looking fucking place. It's cool. You know, it can definitely be creepy, but again, not as good as Jack's. Nothing is. Then there's the Lucas phase. It's kind of like this little fucking endurance type trial, and you know, you got to go fetch shit, and I mean, just as a whole, the whole Lucas thing, really not that good. It's okay, and you can kind of see the game dwindling away a bit at this point. But again, the Jack phase is very hard to top. Then there is the fourth, is the boat phase, which is very interesting because it goes more in depth to help further the story. And you'll be learning some, very interesting things as you go on and this and that. So that's actually, it's good. It's definitely better than the Lucas phase, and it's probably on par with the whole Marguerite phase. I don't know. It might not be as good as the Marguerite phase, but, it's definitely better than Lucas. I'll tell you that right now. And then the final phase I like to call the mine phase. It's pretty much once you exit the boat, that's pretty much when the mine phase occurs. Now, this phase is just... I mean... They do the plot twist here, a little bit of a reveal, stuff like that. But that's really all that it has going. I mean, other than the ending, too. The plot twist and the ending. But, I mean, other than that, it's nothing to write home about. And I know that kind of sounds bad. I'm making kind of all these phases just really not seem that great. But, I mean, they are good. It's just really hard to top the Jack phase, the first part of the game, really. It's just very hard to do that. Let's put this in here. Sorry, I'm just kind of aimlessly moving about. We're going to go and grab the other dog head. So, yeah, that's the mine phase. So that's pretty much it. The mine phase has the plot twist in the ending, but also at the same time, the mine phase feels very rushed. And therefore, it's short because of that. So there's also that to take into consideration. The mine phase is rushed and short. Unlike, the previous ones. I don't know why they opted that way, but that's what they did. And this is already a short enough game. An initial playthrough, yeah, you probably take about 10 hours to beat it. But, I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can beat this game. I can beat this game in a little over 2 hours. And I'm not even a speedrunner. But I can beat it in like 2 hours and 5 minutes. Okay? So, again, kind of rushed. Sorry, I'm fucking stumbling over my words, running back and forth here. All right, let's see what we got. Maybe I can do some edits on this fucking video. So I'm coming up to my final say now. And I'm going to be focusing on this quite a bit too. But I do feel that it is a strong game. It has a lot going for it. It's creep factor, it's mood, it's sounds, it's atmosphere, like all that. It is a strong game. It's characters, the characters are pretty fun for the most part. I've actually found the least enjoyable character to be Mia. And the reason as to why this is because she's just kind of like this fucking boring, oh, I have amnesia, and then, yeah, there's that reveal, on the boat and stuff like that. But again, it's just, I don't know, Mia to me is just fucking boring as hell. I really didn't like her. And then there's also a missed opportunity with the character who is helping you out, and Capcom decides to just kind of throw her away, and that's poor Zoe. Now, again, major spoiler coming up here, but there's two endings to the game, and depending on who you pick will depend the outcome of the... Oh, God, this fucking guy. Man, fuck you, dude. So he's just going to be invulnerable here, I believe. I'm not going to be able to deal with him. God, man, he's right fucking behind me. Fucking scared the shit out of me, dude. Okay, yeah, we can get him to convulse and he should go down. Alright. Fuck, that, still, see, I'm still getting fucking scared over here, you know? Alright, let's do this really quick. Hey, it's like the best I ever did that. Too bad I couldn't do that on my speed run, huh? Alright, let's get the fuck out of here before Jack wakes up, and then we can start rambling on again. Oh, well, yeah, anyways, fun character. So, anyways, the whole thing with the ending is, yeah, you gotta pick either Mia or Zoe to cure them. Then once you fucking cure one or the other, the story really doesn't change much after that, and the ending isn't really all that different. And honestly, Zoe, if you pick Zoe, she's only alive for maybe, like, fucking 2 more minutes, if even that. So, Zoe, it was a fucking total missed opportunity with her. They could have actually done something to make it a bit better. They didn't. They opted out to be kind of lazy with it. So really, your choice. I'm guessing that the way the story is going to be canon is going to be with choosing Mia. Whatever. Zoe is clearly like the biggest victim here. You know, she's just. I mean, the Bakers are all victims, but Lucas was kind of deranged from the get-go, and at least you know, Jack and Marguerite were able to live, you know, a nice portion of their lives. You know, enjoy their lives, you know, to an extent. But Zoe's just a young girl who never asked for any of this. And, you know, well, I mean, that's the tragedy is she's young. And she, you know, none of this was her fault. And she's just fucked. She's fucked over. She's just fucked over. So, other than that, though, I think Lucas is a creep. So, you know, that to me, that's a good job. To make me, you know, have strong feelings for a character. Jack absolutely terrifies the fuck out of me. Marguerite, she's interesting too. I mean, especially with her fucking bug powers, I guess. How the fuck she's even able to do that, I don't know. Again, going back to another strong point in the game, has high replay value. If you like unlockables, you like shit like that, then you're going to fucking love Resident Evil 7. It has plenty of unlockables. Very good. New game mode you can unlock, or new difficulty, I should say, you can unlock, and, you know, shit like that. Let me put some shit away here. Like I even fucking really even have to. But anyways, yeah, let's see. On the downside here, and I don't want to leave this on a sour note, but I am going to be bringing up some bad things about the game now. Like I said before, the story, God, I don't know what happened there. The story, it's just choppy. And that's because it's a DLC hoe, which we've already talked about. So actually, that's really all I have to say about it. So let's just get into the whole thing. I feel, with our initial question that we had, is it worthy? Is it worthy of the name? I feel that it is. I feel that it is worthy to be called Resident Evil. For all of these different, you know, things, I feel that it's damn worthy to be called Resident Evil. I think the problem is that since it really doesn't have any familiar faces, with the exception of at the very end, there's a newly modeled Chris Redfield that greets you at the end. That's really the only familiar face, and again, you don't see that until the very fucking end. So I think that with the lack of familiar faces in the game, that wasn't really helping its cause. Now let's talk about when they reinvented the series, you know, back in 2005 or whatever the fuck it was with Resident Evil 4. Let's just talk about that for a second. Yeah, the series was reinvented, but at the same time, we still had a familiar face with us, which was Leon. Resident Evil 2, obviously a lot of people loved it, and therefore in turn, you know, they love Leon. Great, awesome, you know, I fucking, you know, I'm very, very happy for that. But Resident Evil 7 didn't have that advantage. It didn't have the advantage of a familiar face to greet you, and I think that's why a lot of people initially didn't like it, and then there's still people who still don't like it. I initially didn't, now I do. I love it, or else I wouldn't be making this fucking video, let's face it. Let's see here. But yeah, perhaps a familiar character would have worked out, you know, in its stead. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm fine with Ethan, but perhaps they would have gotten some more sales or something like that if they went with a familiar character. They took a risk, though, and you know what? I'm glad that they do, because this company is very well known to not take risks. They really aren't. So it was good that, you know, they did. They did at least do in this case. I'm happy for that. Okay, what else? Well, I mean, actually, that's about it. So I'm really going to leave it on that note. That's really all I have to say about RE7. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just kind of somewhere in between. Those are just my thoughts. But hey, what the fuck do I know?